By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly how you can make your first $1,000 and beyond as a music producer with no followers. I'm gonna go over some fast strategies that you can use to get paid right away, and then I'm gonna go over some more sustainable long-term methods that can make you anywhere from $1,000 to even up to $10,000 a month. And at the end, I'm gonna give you a few things that might be holding you back from making money as a producer, so make sure to stay tuned to the end of this one. But let's not waste any more time and let's get right into this. Alright, so up first, we've got some fast ways to make money. And to start off, I'm gonna go over some strategies that you can do no matter where you're living in the world. I've talked about this before, and I know that you've heard this, but one-on-one cold sales reach outs are a normal thing to do in any business. So if you want to get started making money right away, even without having a following or a platform, stop making excuses, and even though it sucks, it's boring and annoying, just start reaching out to over 100 rappers or more every single day in the DMs. It takes time and it's not fun, but it does get results. You're much more likely to get sales if you're actually talking to people and providing them value instead of just posting a beat and praying that someone sees it and buys it. Now, to save yourself some time so you're not going through and DMing a bunch of people who aren't gonna buy your beats, you need to do something that in sales they call qualifying your leads. This essentially means that you're just qualifying people and you're actually choosing people who are more likely to actually buy your beats instead of people who are just looking for freebies. There's a ton of ways that you can do this, but here's a couple that should work for you. First thing you can do is go on Twitter and on the search bar, search for the phrase send beats. This is gonna show a ton of people in your Twitter feed asking producers to send them beats. Exactly what you want. You could reach out to them through their email that they provide on the Twitter or just DM them on Twitter. These people are already looking for beats and they're saying that they're looking for beats. So they're definitely a lot more likely to buy than someone who wasn't asking for your beats anyways. Another thing you can do is go onto a pop-in type beat or BeatStars producer's Instagram and go through who's following them or who's liking and engaging with their posts. When you go on these accounts, actually take the time to look and be like, oh, this guy's a rapper, so I'm gonna listen to his most recent song, say something that I like about it, DM him saying, yo, I like the flow on this, I have soulful beats kind of like this one, and just shoot out a ton of those DMs a day, but be genuine. Don't just copy and paste the same exact message and send it to everyone, because people can read right through that. Reaching out to 100 people a day should take you about 2 hours or maybe even less as you get faster. And if we take the average conversion rate from cold sales calls, 2%, you could expect to have 2 people out of every 100 that you DM that are going to be willing to buy a $30 lease. If you're able to convert 2% of the people and you're actually reaching out to 100 new rappers every single day, in theory, you'd be making $60 a day on average, which would actually put you at $2,000 in a month. And that's not counting selling exclusives, selling unlimited license, trackouts, all that stuff. And if doing 2 hours or 100 people a day is just too much for you right now, try starting with 25 people, maybe 50, and then grow to 100, see if you can hit 200 a day. I promise you, if you actually put the groundwork in and suck it up and just go in and DM a ton of people every day, 1, you're gonna make money. 2, you're also gonna get a lot more experience with rappers, what they want, what their problems are, and this can help you a ton more later down the line to make some more long-term money. Once you've been doing the reach outs for a while and you've built up a little bit of a client base and following on your social media, you can run these deals that I used to do when I was a teenager that would make me a bunch of money every single time I did them. When I wanted to run a sale to make some more money, instead of just posting, yo, 20% off beats until next Friday, I would promote a different kind of offer. So what I would do is I would run this deal where I would produce a whole album or EP for you for something around $200. And with this, you got the unlimited lease to my beats, which are normally $200 a piece. But say we did a 5-song project together. Essentially, you're getting $1,000 worth of beats for $200. So it's a great deal for the rapper, and for you, you're still getting a $200 sale. So if you're able to close 5 people a month, there's $1,000 right there. And the reason this works is because it just feels different. You don't really see people offering this as often. You can even take it a step further and say that you'll do custom beats for their album for a set price or exclusive beats. But if you do unlimited leases, you could scale it a lot higher because you can sell the same beat to multiple artists. I remember back when I was a teenager, when I would do this, I would make like $700 or $800 in a couple days, and that was insane to me back then. Now, if you're more of a loop guy and you want to get started making some fast cash, one thing you can do is offer a custom loop service. You could attract people to your samples by dropping some free loop kits on your page and promoting those just to get people familiar with your sound. And then you could use that same cold reach out strategy that I talked about before and hit them up asking if they want custom exclusive loops. And since it's custom and exclusive to them, you can probably charge a lot more than if you were just selling a $30 30 loop kit. Let's say you give a custom exclusive loop for $15. You only need to sell 66 of those a month month to make $1,000. Selling 1566 times might actually be pretty hard, but if you can find someone who's willing to spend $15 per loop on a 10 loop kit, there's $150 right there. If you want to protect yourself and prevent just making a bunch of custom loops for someone just for them to back out of the deal at the last moment, you could say, okay, I'm gonna make you 10 exclusive loops for $15 a loop. You're gonna pay me $75 up front and $75 at the end. Now, another thing that you could do to get started making some money right away is offer something insanely valuable that might not really be scalable and takes a ton of time and effort on your end, but charge a premium price for it. For an example that works really well, if you have some rappers in your city that you could work with, instead of just offering them, hey, buy my beat for $30, you could give them an offer where they get a custom exclusive beat, a free mix and master with that. If you have the equipment, have them record at your studio for free, do their cover art, shoot their music video if you can, make a list of a bunch of Spotify playlist creators' emails and give that to them so they can promote their song, and just keep stacking as many things as you can think of that would make it more valuable to the artist or the customer that you're trying to get. So let's say the value of the exclusive beat is $300, and then the value of the mix, master, and recording is another $300. A music video is $200 value, $50 value for the cover art. You could sell all of that in one done for you bundle of $500 and have them pay half up front and half at the end of the offer. And that might seem like a ridiculously high price to ask, but if you think about it from the artist's perspective, if they have to individually pay every single person, they're gonna have to pay $300 for an exclusive beat, $300 to $500 for a music video, $50 for a cover art. They're gonna have to pay for studio time, a mix and master, and after all of that, it's actually gonna be cheaper for them to just go with you. So if you can learn how to do all of these things at least proficiently, an offer like this can be something super valuable to offer to artists in your city. You can even mess around with that EP deal that I was talking about before and say you'll do a whole 3 or 5 song project for $1,000. You could spend your whole month working with them on that 3 to 5 song project and still make your $1,000. That being said, it is a high price, so you might want to do a couple of them for free just so you have proof that what you're doing is working and good quality work. And if you don't feel like DMing a bunch of local artists or you don't already know any, you could run ads on your Facebook or Instagram and target rappers specifically in your city. Now, the problem with all of these strategies that I've just talked about is they're not sustainable, they take a ton of effort, and there comes a point where you just physically cannot scale anymore because it requires work from you. So some of the more long-term, higher leverage activities are better to spend your time on, in my opinion. If you can increase how long you're willing to wait to find the success that you want, you're going to increase the chances of you actually finding that success. That being said, this next part would 100% be my game plan if I lost all of my followers, all of my connects, my platform, everything tomorrow. But before I get into that game plan, if you've enjoyed this video so far, hit that subscribe button so I can continue to make videos on how you can make money with your music. So if I lost everything today, all of my followers, my brand, my connects, my strategy to start making money would be to put out beat packs or loop kits for free. I'm gonna get into how this will actually turn into dollar signs later, but let me walk you through the strategy. If I was starting from zero right now, I think this is the only thing that I would be focusing on. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is put out a ton of free shit. This could be free loops, free loop kits, free beats, free beat packs, whatever it is. Purpose of this is just to get a ton of eyeballs and brand awareness on you. Because I'm a loop guy, I'm gonna go through the lens of someone who makes loops, but you can apply these same exact strategies to beats as well. So the first thing that I would do is I would make a free loop kit. From here, I want to put it out to as many different places as I can. I'd go start a YouTube channel where I posted free loop kits every week if I could keep up with that. I would also post reels every single day, either plugging just a free loop that I made that day or a loop kit. But here's the sauce when it comes to posting Instagram reels. You want to use this app called ManyChat that automatically sends people the link after they comment something on your post. Speaking from experience using it, this works super well for 2 reasons. 1, it's a lot easier to comment a word or a phrase and then get the link DM'd to you instantly than it is to go to the person's profile, click on their link tree, and then find where that free loop that they want is. And then 2, since it's a free product, a ton of people are going to start commenting on your posts, a lot more than usual. And this is going to tell Instagram that your post is a good post, which will in turn push it to more and more people. The more people that see it, the more comments that come in, more free loop kits that go out to people. Trust me, this ManyChat app is a life changer. I've been using it on the past couple sample drops, and those have by far been my biggest products to date. Now, you might be wondering though, okay, I'm putting all this free stuff out there, I'm pushing it out as much as I can, I'm grinding. How am I gonna see any money from this? That's where email marketing comes into play, and I'm telling you, this is the key to making consistent money without relying on the algorithms, without relying on placements, connections. If you have an email list, you own those contacts and you can market to them forever. If you get an email list big enough, you could go off and live in some island, delete all your social medias, just make beats or loops and market to that email list, and you'd be set. So you want to make sure that when you're giving people the free kit, it's not just a link to the Dropbox where they can download the kit and then you maybe ask them for their email. You want to make sure that it's a landing page where they have to sign up with their email to get access to the free product. You want to have this set up with an email marketing tool like MailChimp, Aweber, or if you're on Shopify, Klaviyo. Once you have the emails, you're going to want to market to them consistently 2 to 3 times a week. If you can keep up with posting one new kit every single week, an example of your email marketing campaigns could be on a Monday, you drop a new loop kit, and then on a Friday, you drop a free kit or some free loops, and then you're reaching out to these people twice a week, so they're constantly seeing your name. You're giving them free stuff, so they're more likely to stay engaged with your emails. And you might be surprised, but the emails where I'm actually promoting just the free loops and then maybe linking a couple featured kits on the bottom actually make more sales than the one that I'm promoting the new paid product that I just dropped. But I'm sure that you want to see some numbers and see how this is going to make you, in theory, $1,000 a month. Let's say every day you're posting an Instagram reel promoting a free kit or a free loop that you made that day. If you can consistently get at least 500 views on each video and you post one every single day, you're going to get about 15,000 views a month. And let's say 2% of those 15,000 people that viewed your stuff go and actually download the free kit. That means you're going to get 750 people a month onto your email list. And that's not even counting the people that are going to come from your YouTube channel as well if you're posting free loop kits there. But for simplicity's sake, let's say that you can get 1,000 people on your email list after promoting your free loop kits all over your social medias. If you're consistently marketing to them on email 2 to 3 times a week with not only paid products but free products and also just valuable information for them, you could 100% see a 3% conversion rate on your email list whenever you're promoting your paid stuff. So if you're selling a $35 loop kit or sound kit and you have 1,000 people on your list at a 3% conversion rate, you're going to be making $1,050 a month off of those numbers. And the best part about email marketing is, in theory, if you kept serving them super well, you kept dropping very fire stuff that they really liked, they wouldn't have a reason to stop buying from you. So you could just live off of that email list, and as it grows, your income should grow as well. However, there's 2 main reasons that all of the strategies in this video are not going to work for you. The first reason is you lack organization and you can't stay consistently doing the stuff that you need to do to reach your goals. If you're going into every single day blind, not knowing what you should be doing to move towards your goals, there's no surprise that you're not reaching them. Luckily though, me and my team have put together this insane productivity tool made specifically for producers. It's called the Producer Playbook. It has everything that you need to stay organized with your goals, to-do lists, calendars, and it even has a habit tracker that helps you build habits that you're trying to form. So if you want to take control of your music career and get consistent doing the things that you need to reach your goals, click the first link in the description to get on the waitlist for the Producer Playbook. And if you get it in the first week, you can get an exclusive discount, but after that week is over, it's going to be full price from then on out. That being said, the biggest reason that these strategies will not work for you is because your music is just not good enough yet, and that's okay. But if you want to learn how you can instantly make your music better in 17 minutes, check out this video right here.